June 2002, World Cup quarterfinal, Brazil versus England. Ronaldinho lines up a free kick from 40 yards out. England's goalkeeper, David Seaman, takes a step forward, anticipating a cross. He's caught slightly off his line. The ball drops perfectly under the crossbar, and England goes home. The press reaction was brutal. Combined with a strikingly similar long-range lob he conceded to Naeem in a 1995 European final, the media built a lasting narrative. To many, the man in goal was an international liability, a player prone to errors in the worst possible moments. The law data tells a different story. We are looking at a player with over 1,000 professional appearances, 130 Premier League clean sheets, 9 major trophies, 15 unbroken years as his country's undisputed first-choice goalkeeper. You have to wonder how a player with 1,000 games and 9 major trophies became culturally defined by his 2 rarest mistakes. Early on, his boyhood club, Leeds United, decided they didn't want him. He spent the next 8 years working his way up through the lower divisions, proving himself until Arsenal paid £1.3 million for him in 1990, the highest fee ever paid for a British goalkeeper at the time. He built his reputation on reliability. Standing 6'4", he avoided flashy acrobatic dives in favor of precise positioning and physical bravery. He acted as a wall, commanding his penalty area with a deeply calming presence. This chart shows how effective that approach was during his first season at Arsenal. While playing every single minute of a 38-game league campaign, he conceded only 18 goals. That reliability was backed by physical toughness. During an intense European semi-final against Sampdoria, he saved 3 penalties in a post-match shootout, all while playing with 2 cracked ribs. His unshakable, authoritative demeanor made him the psychological foundation of both Arsenal and England's defenses for over a decade. So if his positional sense was elite, why did he end up so far off his goal line during those infamous moments? The answer lies in how Arsenal chose to defend. Managers like George Graham and Arsene Wenger played a high defensive line, pushing the outfield defenders far up the pitch to compress the playing area. This tactic leaves a pocket of empty space behind the defenders. To prevent opponents from simply passing the ball into that void, Seaman was required to play as a sweeper keeper. He had to hover far off his goal line to intercept passes into that empty space. Opposing teams studied this system. They knew exactly where he would be standing. Players began attempting long-range lobs on purpose, specifically to exploit the positioning his own team required of him. In his prime, he had the agility to scramble back and recover, but as he entered his late 30s, natural physical decline and a recurring shoulder injury robbed him of that explosive backward mobility. Those viral humiliations were the direct trade-off for executing a high-risk tactical design. He followed orders, and his body eventually lost the speed to cover the gaps. All of this culminated in the 2003 FA Cup semi-final against Sheffield United. He was 39 years old, enduring heavy press criticism and stepping onto the pitch for his 1,000th professional match. Arsenal is clinging to a 1-0 lead. With less than 10 minutes remaining, an opposing player redirects a header toward an apparently open net from just 6 yards out. Seaman leaps sideways and backward, stretching his right arm blindly behind him. He claws the ball off the goal line and scoops it out of danger, a feat that experts watching instantly dubbed the best save they had ever seen. That save propelled Arsenal to the final, where he wore the captain's armband, kept a clean sheet, and lifted his 9th major trophy. It was his final act for the club. Leaving the intense pressure of professional football behind, he stepped into a colorful second act, raising money through charity golf events and appearing on reality television. 15 years in football's cruelest position guarantees you will age and fail in front of millions. David Seaman retired with a record-breaking career built on the thousands of shots that never made it past his hands.